Be me. Was friends with this girl for years. Never have any interest in her. Friend starts to talk to her and really likes her. Asks her out multiple times. She says no. They still talk, but he really likes her and she has no interest in being more than friends. He keeps trying to shoot his shot but fails. I haven't seen her in a while. She texts me asking to go out and catch up since we had a falling out a few months before. We end up making out. Same shit next week she texts me asking to go out. We made out again. I've never felt any attraction to her before. Changed though and I start to like her. He's still obsessed with her. Decide not to tell anyone what happened. She texts me the next day saying we should just stay friends. Bit bummed out, but we live on. Go see one of my friends the day after. She's there too. Bummed out all day. Eventually we get over it and life goes on like it did before. Back to being good friends. She texts me last week asking to go out again. Says she misses me. Anytime we sit down she puts her head on me and gets close to me. She keeps poking me and I grab her hand to make her stop. She won't let go. Keep remembering my friends that likes her. She goes home and I stay out for a while. I can't get the shit that happened out of my head. Dude doesn't know, but anything I think about it feel like an asshole. Still kinda like her though. Kinda stumped on what to do. Don't really know how she feels about it. Too much of a bitch to talk about it with her. What do I do? And I'm a cunt. Hey Anons, I wanna preface this with him not head over heels, dying, crying, desperately trying to get back together, just need some advice on a situation I do not have adequate experience in. Be me. Male, white, 23, in unit. Don't know if any of that matters, but here we go. 2 Wednesdays ago GF visits from her home city and said we need to talk. Was excited but from the previous few days she was acting weird. Responding less and not saying I love you. Saw this coming, she broke up with me. Was sad for a day or two. Since that day there has been no contact whatsoever. She sent a snap, but I didn't open it. She wrote immediately after it was an accident. Still didn't respond. 1 month ago, while buying her Christmas stuff I got her a New Year's Eve gift. It wasn't anything expensive. It was a folder of love letters and a picture frame of something important with us. Letters were tlaking about how I got an online job and can move around with her travel nursing. All wrapped up and had it for a month now. Dropped it off at her house and gave to roommate since she is a stayed away. Roommate takes it immediately, blocks me and removed me from Snap after. Okay. Don't care but weird. Ex has yet to block or delete me on anything, at least as far as I know. I want her to read the letters and shit and see what happens. We have broken up before, she has BPD, last time was similar to this time. Random, out of the blue, again she is bipolar, like diagnosed etc. Last time I did no contact, reached out 1 to 2 weeks later asking to talk. Resolved our issues and dated again. This time. What to do? Anyone have advice on this? I have been in this situation really except once. Should I wait until she is back and see if she reaches out about it? She still has my shit and I have another half of her shit, so at some point I need my shit back. But should I be the one to ask to talk or wait until she does, if at all? Anyone make light of this PLZ? You can skip this part if you don't want the sob story, but it's my story, so I want the blunt truth after giving the whole schema. Part I, be me in 2004. 14-year-old me discovers wow. Between that and a panic attack from weed shortly after I developed generalized anxiety disorder. Don't go to school. School thinks I'm faking. They think I'm Ferris Bueller. School board plays politics. My parents play politics. I get my HS diploma delivered to me by hand by the principal at a McDonald's after being homeschooled by a tutor paid for by the district. 2012 to 2021 9-year journey of mental health treatment, college, medical leaves and returning. Fast forward to present, still have anxiety, it's better now. Graduated in May, 8 months out, no job. My dumbass double majored in CSE can taking 0 internships. I still want to be a software engineer. It's the only way to support my parents who are too good for me and to pursue a fulfilling career. Back in June, got the idea of going to graduate school. Sent out applications, taking a preparatory course at a local prestigious college that takes 6 months. My parents are 60 and 70, in good health for their age, but they are getting older. Paid $2K for this course. They want me to pursue this. I want to pursue this, but if anything happens to my father, my mother, and I will be out on the street. He's pre-diabetic and no matter how many times I confront him, he still has trouble correcting his diet. Also has glaucoma, probably because of my dumbass acting out during adolescence. I can still get a refund for this course. I may never get this chance again though. But I can still get my parents a refund and just go to work. Will probably be rejected from this school after dropping the course though. There's part of me that's afraid once this chance passes I won't look back. But should something happen to my parents' health and I'm unable to take care of them and have to drop out, I don't know how I'll forgive myself. Where do I go from here? Be me, reasonably good looking. People fetishize me because I'm typical skater boy with mother issues. Rarely have any interest in girls, always felt like NPCs to me. Get to know a girl on Twitter who lives an hour away and is 2 years older. I curve her, but after some time we get together and she becomes my first GF at 18. She broke up with her ex 2 weeks beforehand. She starts being obsessed with me, always talks about me etc, kinda cute. Fast forward half a year, we had a little fight, she starts ignoring my messages and becomes very passive, as if a different person now. We break up, but I didn't even have an outlet to let my frustrations out, it just went dead silent. 2 weeks after breakup, find out she talked to multiple guys behind my back, even sending them nudes. Which she never did to me BTW, because I'm an erectile dysfunctional retard that doesn't care about sex. She got a new BF, not even 2 weeks after, and I'm in so much pain at the time that I quit college and sat at home for a full year. MFW, the very first girl I loved and had a crush on, cheated on me with at least 4 different guys. Trust issues are now amplified by 100x, I am incapable of letting anyone in anymore. A total of 6 girls after that openly admitted their love for me, and I didn't care. Now 21. Sort of come to terms with it. I didn't satisfy her sexual needs and rarely complimented her. I was a shit boyfriend and kinda had it coming. But I'm still frustrated about how she handled that. What she did is not right, and the fact that I wasn't even given any reason still makes me question things to this day. Now I'm pondering whether I should hit her up again 3 years later and ask for answers so I can finally close that chapter of my life and find peace. Is this a good idea? Maybe I'm just trying to be some sort of all-forgiving messiah, trying to be a bigger person than I actually am. I'm scared. Be me. 4 a.m. Sitting in the kitchen, drinking tea. Mother comes in. Drunk as all hell, barely able to walk. TFW, a child of 2 alcoholics. Takes soup out of the fridge. She's probably hungry, I think to myself. Pours soup into glass bowl. Heats it up in a microwave. Takes out the soup. Walks to the middle of the kitchen. Pours out the whole soup on the fucking floor and then smashes the glass bowl on the floor and lays down on it all. WFT.exe. Get up to help her get up. She kicks you away like a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum. Collect broken glass from around her so she won't hurt herself more. What happened Anon? She doesn't remember a single thing. Pick related. Anons, what do? I know she's sick and she's been this way since I was born, but she's really acting strange. Be me. Bailed on meeting her family because I was sick. She's mad but gets over it. Gaslight GF for weeks because she didn't want to watch Spider-Man with my friends and then cancelled our plans the day they went to see it, so I couldn't go. Start being a dick to her. Have a huge shouting match at her apartment over our relationship. She talks about how she doesn't like my weed addiction. Tell her to stop being a cunt. She tells me to get out of her apartment. Doesn't text me 3 days. Texts me back saying she's thought it through and she wants us to work on our relationship because it used to be great. She continues being a cunt. I start being a cunt. We're at the point where we text each other once a day every 2 or 3 days. Haven't seen her in 2 weeks because she had to quarantine for COVID and currently I am. Is my relationship over? Male. Never had sex, but I touched a boob once. Be me, 16. On bus for a school trip, sitting next to me is a freshman girl, 14 or so. She's a little slutty honestly, but she was cute and I liked talking to her, we were friends already. She suggests playing the nervous game, says she never loses. I'm a virgin and oblivious to this kind of stuff, so I just go along with it. Got to cop a feel and touch her pussy over clothes. I hint that there's still further to go. Lifts up her shirt, and I put my hand on her boob, get a nice feel. Concede that she wins, we stop talking about it. Don't say anything the rest of the day. Next day before class together I freak out and feel like I've made the relationship awkward. Send her a text message pretty much apologizing. She basically says back, "What are you talking about, get in here weirdo." The nervous game. Stupid games like that were fantastic in high school. I was a camp counselor with some of the other popular kids, and I won never have. I ever with 3 fingers left. Be me. Dumped 2 Wednesdays ago. An IFAG here 23 male. Days before we broke up she stopped saying I love you and didn't text as much. She said she was coming to visit and we needed to talk. Knew this was coming. I dropped some of her stuff off including a New Year's gift I got her to her roommate since she is out of town. She and I have not reached out to each other or texted anything since the breakup. She accidentally sent me something then apologized. A month ago I wrote a letter saying how excited I am for 2022, the things I have planned for my frat's formal, and stuff going down the road. Which was included in the New Year's shit. This has happened before as she is bipolar, actually diagnosed, and we broke up and got back together. This is very similar to last time this happened. Should I reach out? I want to wait until she reads the notes and shit, and then see if she reaches out to talk. But last time it was me, and then gave her space then she came back. Am not worried if she says no I would rather do this rather than wonder what if. Be me. Finally managed to find someone brave or honest enough to love me. She's more experienced than me, so I expect to last way less than her during sex. First time, lose virginity, we both last 2 hours, both fit enough to endure, can't cum. Second time, she lasts 2 hours and cums, I still can't finish. Get better and better, so that we can still go on for many hours but every time she takes less to finish. I still can't fucking cum. Every time I have to wait till I get home to finish by my own, I don't have problems with that somehow. Sometimes, my dick goes limp after a certain time, or we both get tired before I can finish. Tried oral and hand jobs, but nothing seems to work, even if I get aroused. Sex is becoming a pain, both mentally and physically. I suspect she's starting to think I don't like her body. I know some people would envy us, and I know for a fact that some do. She's asked some friends for advice, but trust me, it really is destroying the both of us. I've been on my own for many years now. Is it possible that I've been burned out by the large amount of porn I've consumed in my life? I still watch porn when I wank? Was it possible for porn to have fucked me over so much that I literally can't enjoy sex? Definitely this, anon. It's very easy to test though. No porn and masturbation for at least a week and this should not happen. Just try it out and see for yourself.